Hey everybody, welcome to the Monday motivational meeting here. It is May 3rd. We're already into May, folks. The year is flying by. I can't believe it's already May. In fact, I feel a little bad because originally when I opened the beta version of this, well, let's just call it the pre-launch of the group, I had intended on launching today, but we've got a number of issues that have occurred and we've delayed the launch, but it's going to happen soon enough. We're still kind of in the learning part, right? This group is learning, launching, and earning, right? So maybe there's a little bit more for me to learn, and there absolutely is. Let's get a little recap of what's happening with the group so far. We are up to 36 members. That's good. We're still growing. We added 4 more people this week. It's good to have this group growing. I hope everybody's welcoming everyone here. That's what we want. We want everybody to feel like this is a new family, friendly, engaging. We're all here to learn and to launch and to earn. Okay, so let me share something with you that happened to me really late last night. I've been putting this meeting together, and I said, wait a minute. I got this great message from one of the group members here. Jessica sent me a private message, and she was talking to me about the post that I've been putting up. And she brought to my attention that a lot of us are using these guys, right? When we're scrolling through things and we're just using these things to read what's happening on the group. I use this most of the time as well. And she brought to my attention how my posts may be difficult for you to read, and it would be better if I maybe put these posts in groupings of 3 sentences. So in other words, my post is just kind of too long to read and it's hard to scroll and see it. So it'd be better if I put things like at 3 sentences at a time or in 3 lines at a time. It would make it so much easier for you guys to read, and I really appreciate that advice from Jessica. So if you guys see things like this, please, you can private message me. I don't care if you even mention it in the group. You're not going to embarrass me. I'm all here to learn too, just like you guys. I think it's fantastic. So anyhow, she sent me this message. It's great advice. And the truth is I'm still learning. When I opened this group a couple weeks ago, I only had a couple of options available. I didn't know what the rules were, Facebook's rules. And they basically said once you get so many members or you've had enough time in the group, then we start to give you a few more features. And so I've been getting more features, but to be honest, I'm not really sure how all these things are going to function. But I do want to utilize these things to our advantage. So I know there's something called rooms that even my mother knows about, who's in her 80s, and she started a room. I still don't have an idea what that is. So I have to spend some time just understanding the functionality of these groups in Facebook. In fact, I'm spending a lot of time lately on kind of the marketing side of things. I spent the weekend taking a course from Stacy Tuschi, I think I had Tuschi. Tucci? I'm not really sure. Terrible with names. Stacy's course, though, is very, very good. And I'm learning a lot from her. And I'm also reading Russell Brunson's Traffic Secrets. There's a little bit of crossover between these two. I have a bunch of other gurus, if you will, that I've been getting bits and pieces of information, some tips here and there. So I'm really learning a lot about sort of today's marketing ideas. I have a marketing background. I used to be in advertising. It was all face-to-face, snail mail days. Maybe we did a little email, but in today's world we have social media and we have so many different ways to connect with people that wasn't even in our spectrum back in those days. We weren't using the internet or anything back in the 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s. It wasn't until really into the middle of the 2000s and we get into 2010 and we're into 2020s now. So where all of this stuff is really, just blown up, and where, I need to re-educate myself. And so that's where I'm at. I'm kind of learning about that. Now, let's talk about another part of what we're doing here. Learning to launching to earning. Okay, so I'm learning about marketing so that we can move this entire group eventually to earning. Okay, because that's part of my mission here, is to help you learn what I'm teaching you in my courses and then launch you into practicing these things that we're learning in the courses. And if you want to further launch and become a helping practitioner or a life coach or a parenting coach or a sports coach or whatever type of helping niche you're passionate about, I'm going to help you make that happen and help you launch. And then if you want to turn that into earning, whatever way you like to earn, if it's for money, if it's for prestige, if it's just for credentials, if it's for whatever it is that you're seeking in terms of earning, we're going to help you with that as well. And that's what this whole process is all about, to take you from where you're at today to whatever you're imagining you can be in the future. It's an A to B journey. Okay, so I'm also doing some launching stuff here, guys. So over the last week or so, I've been uploading the Optimal Parenting course to the Star Family Coaching Online School. Okay, and this is something that will be part of our launch. I'm going to be introducing this to you. You're going to get some amazing information, some upgrades. Udemy has what it has, but my school is going to have so much more, so much more. And we're going to help you be a part of that. And because you guys are the pre-launch group, and I'm going to probably have an early launch, an offering, I guess, of some sort that will enable the folks that kind of start the foundation of this group take advantage of some things that won't be offered in the future. You're going to get a lot of incredible opportunities to say yes or no to. And if you say no, that's fine too. But if you say yes, and you're here with me for a while, oof, yeah, it's going to be one of the best decisions you've ever made. Trust me. Okay, what else am I doing? I'm uploading this week, and probably for a couple of weeks, I'm going to be uploading the Optimal Happy Life and the Human Voyage courses. They're available up on Udemy first. I always put everything up on Udemy first, and the reason I do that is because I want to get feedback so I can tweak it, make it better, so once it gets to my school, it's going to be an optimal course. So you follow what I'm saying here? 6FEM is the next thing I'm going to be working on. I teased it in the ACT beginner course. I'm putting together the entire program. It's what I do on a daily basis. So this is an easy course for me to finish up and develop and present to you guys. And that's going to be coming up right after I get these uploads done. And then that'll, of course, get updated and uploaded on at the school as well. And then it's full dive into the group, into marketing, and what we're going to be doing to help everybody go from learning to launching to earning. Okay, so the official launch, still a couple of weeks away, maybe even the beginning of June. I don't know. I'm not going to make a commitment to that because, as I've found out over the last couple of weeks, I've had some personal situations come up. My parents are getting up in age, and they've had some health issues, and that's put me, my focus isn't always here. I've got to take care of some family matters. And then there's this, other computer issues and all sorts of things have been coming up. No excuses. It's just part of life, and that's why I knew, because I've had a little experience in life, I've been around a while. I don't want to put a date out there in terms of the official launch until I am certain for, absolutely 100%. I know that this is the day that we can officially open the doors and launch. But in the meantime, I'm going to be putting together some things that will be a part of the official launch. And once LLE is really up and going, I'm going to be testing some things out with you guys. I had a test last week where I actually put up a couple of tests in the form of a poll. And by the way, the two answers that we've gotten so far, 100%, guys, right on the mark. You would have passed the test. If you were taking the test, which is what's going to be at the school, it's not available at Udemy, but at my school, you would be well on your way to getting straight A's. But these were just a couple of examples. I'm going to be doing more of this type of thing so you get engaged within the group. Also, hold on, my screen just went black, so pardon me for a second. There we go. The other thing we're going to be doing is taking your ideas. So if you've got any kind of ideas of what you want this group to be, please share them. This is what this whole community thing is all about. I got it started, right? Coach Hall, I got it started. And I've got some ideas and throwing them out there. And some things will be great and some things won't be so great. And what works we'll keep doing, and what doesn't work we'll either tweak it or toss it. We'll figure out how to make this work. But I'm not the fountain of all ideas, guys. You guys, I'm sure, have wonderful ideas. Share the ideas. Let's kick them around. Let's see what might be able to work here in the group, so we can start learning more and launching better and earning more and better. Okay, so that's what I would like. So if you've got any idea of what you'd like to see or take place here in the community, I'm going to be asking questions like this throughout this week and in coming weeks until we move up into launch, and then probably continue on from time to time even after we open up, because it's always nice to get new and fresh ideas and to update what's happening within the group. So again, we are learning ideas, launching ideas, and we're going to be earning from those ideas as well. And whatever you have to share, please share, because we can make it a part of this community and we can all benefit from that. The old saying is, more minds are better than one mind, something like that. I think it started off as 2 minds is better than 1, but more is even better. Okay, so again, thanks to Jessica for pointing out that my posts, need to be a little bit more clear, and the wonderful idea of having the 3 lines. I'm going to be doing that. I may make a mistake here from time to time because that's the way learning is, right? Remember the method change cycle, that we don't get everything right the first time. It might take a while before I start to think in terms of 3 lines at a time. But you're going to see some changes. I commit to you that we're going to make this a little bit easier to read the post. And I encourage you guys to do the same thing. Take this wonderful advice. When you start posting, think about how you're going to phrase things, and then even if it's grammatically incorrect, nobody's going to grade you in here. It's better to receive the information and get an understanding of the information than to try to make everything grammatically correct. So if you have a long paragraph that's going to take you 8-10 sentences to complete, go ahead and break it up. I mean, yeah, maybe it's not going to look so good if you're trying to get a grade on an essay or something, but that's not what's happening in here. What we're trying to do is just understand each other. And because Jessica pointed this out, this is a great way for us to help understand each other. So when you begin posting, post it 3 lines at a time. Fantastic idea. I'm going to be doing more and more of that. Does Coach Hall practice what he teaches? Yes, that's my hope. I do. I want to walk the talk. And there's a lot for me to learn. There's a lot for you to learn. We all have something we can learn. There's things that I know that I can share. There are things that you know that you can share. And that's what this community is all about. I'm still learning, and I'm still launching, and I'm still earning. That's what I'm still doing, and this is what you're still doing too. And we can continue to do this as a group here in the LLE. Welcome to all the newcomers, and of course to all you guys that have been actively participating. I greatly appreciate that. Keep up the good work, and you guys have a great week ahead.